Hello, it's day 133, and I want to talk about ye old backhanded compliment. Months and months ago, when I first started these videos, I mentioned the backhanded compliment very, very briefly. And the backhanded compliment is, of course, you're not that fat. You're not that fat. Oh, you're not that fat, honey. If you are a fat person, I would bet good money that you have heard this one at least once in your life, probably multiple times, by well-meaning people who want to make you feel better about yourself. But there really is a lot to unpack in that one statement. There is so much subtle unpleasantness packed into that one phrase that most people who say it don't even realize they're projecting toward you. First of all, take the phrase itself. You're not that fat. The phrase implies that fatness is bad, and that the person saying it is trying to excuse you for being a little bit fat. Fatness is bad, but you're not that fat. Therefore, you could move toward a more socially acceptable body type if you work hard, work out, eat well. Now, as somebody who's dieted her whole life and who is trying to lose weight and get healthier, that implication itself can be very damaging if you are dieting. Because that's what a lot of never fat people don't realize, is that most fat people out there that they meet are on a diet. They're dieting currently, right now. And you telling them you're not that fat, a lot of times that can be all it takes to trigger the spiral back down into an unpleasant mental place, which then leads to binge eating or restricting. It has a lot of power, unfortunately. The stigma behind fatness is enough itself to keep a lot of fat people in that unhealthy mindset. And then you have the other side of that argument. The person saying that phrase to you a lot of times is trying to absolve you. That person feels positively toward you, but they acknowledge that you are a fat person, and those two things don't really mesh in their never fat brain. For some people, fatness itself is a moral failing. Think about how we're taught. Gluttony, bad. Ooh, it's a sin. Fat people, they're portrayed as ugly, as stupid, as mean, right? Like, think about all of the fat characters you've seen in TV or movies or video games. Most of the time, they embody negative stereotypes. So it's almost like the never fat person is trying to make sense of you in their head. They like you. You're a friend. You're somebody they feel positively toward. Maybe they even admire you. But you're fat, and they've been taught that fat is bad. So they try to, fit those puzzle pieces together in a way that makes sense to them. And they come up with, well, you're not that fat. Maybe you're a little bit fat, but it's not so much where it's affecting you the way it should, or that it usually does. This one was very hard for me to talk about today, but not really for the reasons you think. I am not the kind of fat person who believes that fatness is healthy. I am trying to move toward a lower weight, but not for the traditional fashion or social reasons that a lot of people try to lose weight. I have to lose weight in order to do my pull-up. I have to lose weight in order to finish my 5K. I have to lose weight in order to be able to do a lot of the things I'm trying to do here on my property. But the thing I wish that more never fat people understood was that it is truly ubiquitous. The insults and the backhanded compliments are an everyday thing for a lot of fat people. Why do you think I'm talking about this today? Because this backhanded compliment was directed toward me today. I heard it in conversation sincerely. And for me, it doesn't really bother me anymore. But I do know that for a lot of people out there who are still struggling with their weight in a very unhappy way, it does affect us. So you gotta pull back a little bit on the body shaming. I have said it before and I will say it again. There is not a single fat person in this world who is unaware of their fatness. We all know. We all try to fix it. But a lot of times, it's just out of our reach for now.